This is my research question. My research question is, what is hydropower? This is my hypothesis. My hypothesis is that water can produce energy. These are the list of items that I used to create this project. This is my procedure. This is my abstract. 70% of the earth is covered in water. Plants and animals all need water to survive. With so much water available, why not use it as a primary source of energy? The investigation began to see if ordinary household items combined with water could be used to convert flowing water into mechanical energy that could lift a certain amount of weight. An aluminum pie plate was constructed into a wheel and placed on a wooden dowel attached to this bucket. On the end of the dowel is a weighted string that is tied. Water was poured onto the wheel, causing it and the dowel to turn while lifting weights at the same time. Testing was completed with various rates of water flow. Recording each result and calculating an average per each rate was used in the experiment. The results confirmed that water can be used to produce energy. When the water flow rate was increased, the mechanical energy was lifted and was lifting the weight faster. My procedure was to cut out the bottom of a 9-inch pie plate, and I measured it with a ruler to divide the plate into even sections. I made 7 sections. My third step was to draw lines from measurements with a permanent marker. These are the lines right here. And I draw every other line solid with a line with the dots. And I cut along the solid lines, stopping 2 inches from the center, and these are the paddles. Carefully bent along the dotted lines using a ruler to keep the bend straight. I'm making a 90 degree bend. I drilled a 5/16 hole through the center of the wheel, and I glued nylon spacer through the middle of the wheel. I drilled a 3/8 hole inch on the side of the bucket to insert the dowel through the holes. I installed tape on the dowel to stop slippage. Inserted the water wheel onto the dowel rod, and then I drilled small holes through the dowel rod to run through the tiny knot at the end of the string. I had 2 small washers on the end of the dowel rod to resemble a pulley, and I cut a 30-centimeter string, and I tied 2 hexagon weights at the end of the string. I used a steady stream of water to perform the test. I used a measuring cup stopwatch to calculate the flow rate, and divided 500 milliliter by the number of seconds it took to fill 500 milliliters. I did not change the flow rate of the water source, and I placed the water under flowing water at a height of 30 centimeters. I used a stopwatch to time how long it takes to wind up the string, and I repeat this measurement 2 more times. And then I changed the water flow rate and repeated my steps 16, 17, and 18. Then I changed the water flow rate again and repeated 16, 17, and 18 for a total of 3 trials and 3 different flow rates. And here are my trials right here. Trial 1 is 500 milliliters, and it was the slowest. In trial 2, I used the same thing and just speeded up the water flow rate, and it was gotten a little bit faster. In trial 3, I really speeded up the water flow rate, and it was the best. And my conclusion is that water can be used to produce energy. The higher the flow rate of the water, the higher amount of energy is produced. And here are some pictures of me using the water wheel. Here. That's me measuring it and using water wheels. And these are my references right here, the things I used to create the project.